Okay, settle in because this one's a bit of a whirlwind. It's a story about ambition, betrayal, and the surprising places you find redemption. The neon sign of the blue note pulsed a seductive rhythm against the rain-slick street. Inside, the air hung thick with cigarette smoke, cheap perfume, and the raw, intoxicating energy of live jazz. Elena, perched on a stool by the bar, nursed a whiskey sour and watched Leo, the band leader, the trumpet virtuoso, the reason she was here. He was a force on stage, his music a wild, untamed thing that resonated deep in her soul. Elena, a classically trained pianist, yearned to play with him, to let her disciplined precision meld with his raw passion. Jealousy, sharp and bitter, gnaw at her as she watched Maya, the band's vocalist, drape herself over Leo during a break. Maya was beautiful with a voice that could melt glaciers. She was also, Elena suspected, more than just a singer to Leo. Elena had been practicing, honing her skills for months, hoping for a chance, an opening, but Leo seemed oblivious to her talent, blinded by Maya's allure. He was stuck in an extramarital affair with her, and it wasn't just gossip. Elena had seen them together. One night, fueled by frustration and too many whiskey sours, Elena did something reckless. She cornered Leo after the set. I want to play, she declared, her voice trembling slightly. Just one song. Let me show you what I can do. Leo, bleary-eyed and reeking of stale beer, looked at her with a flicker of something that might have been amusement. You? Play with us? Elena, you're a technician. We need soul. We need fire. His words stung, but Elena refused to back down. She'd spent her life being the quiet, dependable one, the one who always followed the rules. But tonight, something inside her snapped. Give me a chance, Leo. Just one song. If you don't like it, I'll never ask again. He hesitated, then shrugged. All right, one song, but don't embarrass me. The next night, Elena sat at the piano, her heart hammering against her ribs. The spotlight felt blinding, the silence of the crowd deafening. Leo nodded, and the band launched into a bluesy number. At first, Elena played it safe, sticking to the familiar chords. But as the music swelled, something shifted within her. She closed her eyes, letting the rhythm take over, her fingers dancing across the keys with a newfound freedom. She wasn't just playing notes, she was telling a story, pouring out her longing, her frustration, her burning desire to be heard. When the song ended, the silence hung heavy in the air. Then, slowly, applause erupted, growing louder and more insistent. Even Leo looked surprised, a hint of admiration in his eyes. Not bad, Elena, he said, a grudging respect in his voice. Not bad at all. That night marked a turning point. Elena became a regular fixture in the band, her talent adding a new dimension to their music. But the jealousy remained, festering beneath the surface. She saw the way Leo looked at Maya, the secret smiles they exchanged, and it fueled her ambition, her determination to outshine them both. One evening, after a particularly electrifying performance, a well-dressed man approached Elena. He introduced himself as Arthur Sterling, a record producer. I've been watching you, Elena, he said, his eyes gleaming. You've got something special. I want to offer you a contract. Elena's heart leapt. This was it, her chance to break free, to finally realize her dreams. But there was a catch. I want you, Elena, not the whole band, just you. The offer was tempting, almost irresistible, but it meant leaving Leo, betraying the band, the only people who had given her a chance. She knew that he wouldn't release her from the band because he was jealous of her talent. She also knew that Maya would do everything possible to stop her from going forward. She wrestled with her conscience for days, torn between her loyalty and her ambition. Finally, she made a decision. She would take the offer, but she wouldn't leave the band in the lurch. She would help them find a replacement, train them, ensure that they could continue without her. But Maya wouldn't let it go easy. She saw Elena's rising star as a threat, a direct challenge to her position in the band and in Leo's life. She started spreading rumors about Elena, questioning her talent, her motives, even her sanity. She would speak ill of her with Leo when she knew Elena could hear her, and she would openly try to ruin Elena's dresses or music. One night, after a particularly nasty incident, Elena confronted Maya. Why are you doing this? She demanded, her voice trembling with anger. Why are you trying to destroy me? Maya sneered. Because you're trying to take everything from me. Leo, the band, everything. That's not true. Elena protested. I just want to make my own music. I don't want to hurt anyone. Liar! Maya screamed, lunging at Elena. A fight ensued, a messy, desperate brawl in the dimly lit alley behind the Blue Note. It ended with Elena pinned to the ground, Maya's hands around her throat. Just when Elena thought she was going to pass out, Leo appeared, pulling. He was furious, his face contorted with rage. Get out, Maya, he roared. Get out of my life. I'm done with you. Maya, stunned and humiliated, stumbled away into the night. Leo turned to Elena, his expression softening. Are you okay? Elena nodded, gasping for breath. I'm fine. He helped her up, his touch gentle. I'm sorry, Elena. I should have seen what was happening. I was blinded by other things. Elena looked at him, searching his eyes. For the first time, she saw genuine remorse, a flicker of understanding. It's okay, Leo, she said, her voice barely a whisper. It's over now. The next few weeks were a whirlwind. Elena signed the contract with Arthur Sterling, helped the band find a talented new pianist, and prepared to embark on her solo career. Before she left, Leela approached her. I want to apologize again, Elena, he said, his voice sincere. I was wrong about you. You're a true talent, and I wish you all the best. He extended his hand, and Elena shook it, a genuine smile gracing her lips. Thank you, Leo, she said, and thank you for giving me a chance. Elena's solo career took off like a rocket. Her music, a blend of classical precision and jazz improvisation, captivated audiences around the world. She toured extensively, played sold out concerts, and won numerous awards. But despite her success, she never forgot her roots, the small, smoky club where she had first found her voice. She often returned to the Blue Note, sitting in with the band, sharing her music with the people who had supported her from the beginning. One evening, after a particularly memorable performance, Elena noticed a familiar face in the crowd. It was Maya, looking older, more subdued. Elena hesitated, then walked over to her. Maya, she said tentatively. Maya looked up, her eyes filled with a mixture of surprise and apprehension. Elena, she said softly. How are you? Elena asked. I'm doing okay, Maya replied. I'm singing in a small bar down the street. I heard you were struggling, Elena said gently. I know things have been hard for you. Maya looked down, shamefaced. I deserve it, she said. I was awful to you. Elena sighed. We all make mistakes, Maya, she said. The important thing is to learn from them. She paused, then reached into her purse and pulled out a card. Here, she said, handing it to Maya. This is my manager's number. He's always looking for talented singers. Maybe he can help you. Maya looked at the card, her eyes filling with tears. Why would you do this? She asked, her voice choked with emotion. Elena smiled. Because everyone deserves a second chance, Maya, she said. And because I believe in you. Maya took the card, her hand trembling. Thank you, Elena, she whispered. Thank you. Elena smiled again, then turned and walked away, leaving Maya standing there, bathed in the warm glow of the neon sign. Elena's journey had been fraught with jealousy, betrayal, and ambition, but in the end, she had found redemption not only in her own success, but also in her ability to forgive and to offer a helping hand to someone who had once been her enemy. She had learned that true success is not just about achieving your own dreams, but about helping others achieve theirs as well. And that, she realized, was the most beautiful music of all. The ability to forgive and to show compassion, that was something truly powerful, something that resonated deeper than any trumpet solo or piano melody. It was the music of the soul, and it was the music that would ultimately set her free.